Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here with my buddy, my pal, Gary Cully. We're here in Bolton. It's fight night tomorrow night. You're just about to weigh in. We done a Zoom call maybe a couple of weeks ago when it got announced, but unfortunately opponent changed. Just talk to me about Simion and what do you know about him?
He's tough. He's very, very experienced. He's been the Olympics. He knows his way about the ring, that's for sure. 39 probably past his best days, I know that, but he's going to be coming here to give me tests and he'll ask questions of me. After your last two fights, you need some questions asked of you because you've managed to get rid of these guys in a round, less than a round, so Mr. Leaton's back. Seems like every interview Leaton's done a little cameo from Gate Crashes. It's like they weren't meant to ask questions for your last two fights, Kochikov and stuff like that, but you've got them out there in a round, so do you need the rounds in this fight? Do you think you may take your foot off the gas, maybe stay in second gear and get a couple of rounds in? I know you're fit and you can go do the rounds, but do you think rounds are more you need the rounds at this stage in your career? Yeah, the last couple of interviews I've done, I've been saying, look, I definitely need a bit more ring time. I've been learning how to deal with the occasion, I've been learning how to deal with the dressing room, the pressure, the media, stuff like that, but I haven't learned much in the ring because I haven't been in the ring long enough to learn. So maybe so, but I say that now, and if a shot comes tomorrow night in the first or second round, you're not going to turn it down. Everybody loves an early night as well, so I'd love to get him out there early, but I just have to stay relaxed, stay composed and stay patient, and the shots will come eventually, if that be in a 10 round points win or if it's in the first or second round. It is what it is. Once I get in there and get the job done, that's all that needs to be done.
We know that you've dealt with a cut on your knuckle before, when you fought out in Belfast, but you've not had to deal with like a head clash, a cut in the eyebrow, with blood pouring into your eye and stuff like that. Sometimes that's vital before because you are talked about at world stage now. I know Pete Taylor, he sings your praises. He thinks you're going to be up there sooner rather than later, maybe the next 18 months and stuff like that, because we've spoke about it before. It's almost boring now, 6'2", lightweight, southpaw, freak of nature type guy, but there's these sort of like little bits in the fights where we know if we want to know if you can deal with it. Do you know what I mean? Like the cuts and stuff like that. So if this is an early night against Simion, I mean, what kind of guy are you after next? Who do you need to bring out the best and give you rounds and maybe you know what I mean? Bring the best out of Gary Cully.
Somebody who's on the same level that I'm on, and I believe I'm on more level, so a world level fighter, I believe. After I get through Simion, I want to be on the world stage soon, so I'm not going calling any of the four big names yet, but they're not far out my radar, I believe. Like the likes of a Linares, a Gamboa, somebody like that in maybe one or two more fights time. Somebody who's been there and done it and done what I want to do, that's going to give me that valuable experience that I need.
So it's a big jump, Linares and Gamboa, from Simion and Kochikov and stuff like that. So do you need, like we spoke about it just over there when you were having your breakfast and a coffee, like Maxie Hughes, who's on a run of form, that fight was meant to happen back in 2019, I think it was April, in Belfast before this pandemic hit. So Maxie's on a great run of form, do you know what I mean? He's a British champion, he's beat some quality fighters like yourself. So is a Maxie Hughes a step up that the step up that you need after this fight if you win?
Yeah, he's definitely a name that's been talked about and been asked, and I believe it's a great fight. Like you said, it was due to happen in April 2019, and it didn't for whatever reason, but I believe it's for the best that didn't happen. I've had a couple of good wins, won 2 titles since that, and Maxie's had a great run of form since that as well. So I think if Maxie's got a fight announced or got a fight coming up, if he gets through that and I get through this one, I think it makes sense to make that fight now. It makes a lot of sense.
I mean, you spoke about like a Devin Haney's and he's beatable. I think it was your words last time you spoke and stuff like that. I mean, they're young fighters like you. Some of them are younger than you, but they're at the world scene. Like Teofimo Lopez, same age as you. Devin Haney, I think he's 22, so he's younger than you. I mean, but they're at world level. Do you look at them and think, oh, fuck, I can't wait to be there, and maybe you get me there as soon as possible? But I don't know what Pete Taylor's saying to you. Is he sort of reining you in a little bit?
Nah, Pete's definitely not reining me in. Pete's the one pushing. Pete sees what I do in the gym every single day, so he's the one pushing to get me up there, and he believes in me and I believe in myself. So
That's why we're calling for these fights. But obviously, I'm probably experience-wise, I'm a little bit off the 4 big names. But like I said, the time will come, and I just need to gain a little bit more experience, ring time. These guys that we're talking about have probably had 5, 6, 7, 12 round fights, world title defences. So they're a little bit ahead of me experience-wise, but skill-wise, talent-wise, I believe I'm right up there with them.
Yeah, like I said to you, Lomachenko's still there or thereabouts, so it's not an easy division for you, even if you're at this level. Even you mentioned Gamboa and Linares. I mean, Linares against David Haney. People thought Linares may be past it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? He lost 5 fights. He was stopped his 5 losses. He had been stopped the 5 losses, but it seems like this David Haney fight, a young gun coming through, is like, nah, I'm the older man here. I might be. You don't think I'm past it, and he seemed up for that fight. So for you to just say like Linares in 2 fights or Gamboa in 2 fights, man, that's a massive step, Gary. I mean, like a massive step. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, for sure. I've been. I believe in my ability. That's why I'm calling these names. I'm not trying to disrespect. I know what Linares is about, what he's done. I know what Gamboa is about, what he's done. But that's the calibre of opponent. That's why I want to be in there with the best guys to test my abilities against the lads who've been there, who've done it all, to see if I'm ready, to see if I'm going to be able to do it at the highest level, because these lads are fought at the highest level of the sport, and that's why I'm in the sport, is to fight at the highest level. So why not test yourself against these lads who's been there and done it? And no better person to test yourself against than like the likes of these Linares, Lomachenkos, Gamboas. The best of the best.
Robert Diaz is around here, the Golden Boy promoter. He works with Linares. He was in Vegas with Linares. We need to have a little quick word in his ear. Have you seen him around the hotel lately? Can I just have a quick word in his ear?
I've seen him around, so maybe we'll give him a little look tomorrow night, and then we might throw a few words in his ear and see what happens. Now, but the likes of a Linares fight, like I said, it's maybe 12 months down the line, maybe 2 more fights down the line. Like you said, I'm fighting Simion tomorrow, and Linares type fight will be a massive jump, and I probably need 10 rounds, maybe once, maybe twice before a fight like that. But they're the sort of fights I'm aiming for within the next 12 months, because they're the gauges for world titles. If you beat the likes of Linares or Gamboa, you're ready to take on one of these world champions. So I think I'm maybe 12 months away from that. But like I said, not far away, and just keep doing what I'm doing, and these are the fights that are on the horizon.
Before I let you go, Lomachenko and Nakatani Saturday night. Lomachenko, I think he wants to make a statement. He wants to say that I'm still here, I'm still one of the best at he thinks he is the best at 135, which is quite rightly so, but we've seen what he does in his amateur career and pro career so far. So what are your thoughts on that fight itself? Nakatani's he's a dangerous little fighter as well.
Nakatani can fight, man. I've watched a couple of his fights, but I believe a fully fit and fully healthy Loma is he's going to come back, make a statement, and he's going to look really, really good doing it. It's going to be a great fight. Davis Barrios also on Saturday night. I'm looking forward to seeing that one, see if Davis can carry up the weight or the power up to 140 as well. But I believe Loma and Davis, 2 good wins on Saturday night. Cully Friday, Davis and Loma Saturday.
Yeah, I'll get the Fight Picks app if you haven't. That's I've already done my pick. I won't tell you who I picked out, you and Simion, though, Gary. I don't want to sound. All I'm saying is I don't want to be biased. I'm media. I'm not a biased guy. But listen, the weigh-in's coming up, so I don't want to keep you much longer. So good luck with that, and I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, cheers, pal. I'm looking forward to weighing in, getting a bit of chicken into me, and looking forward to tomorrow night.
Definitely. Good luck, my man. Cheers, Gary.